There is no human being that is sent here to the earth just to go and get a job and then to go and work for salary for somebody else. The first assignment you are supposed to do when you get to this earth is to get yourself equipped, get yourself developed, and then the second thing you need to do is to discover who you are. You need to discover your calling. You need to discover your mandate. You need to discover your mission. You need to discover your destiny. That is why we are created, first of all. Once you discover your destiny, that destiny or calling becomes your sphere of influence or your field. It becomes your territory. The territory where you are supposed to thrive for God, where you are supposed to tend, where you are supposed to cultivate, where you are supposed to develop, and where you are supposed to bring the presence and the glory of God to. So there is a purpose in your creation, and there is a purpose in God putting everything in you. And that purpose is for you to be able to fulfill the mandate for which God sent you here. And God, the Bible tells us in the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 that before you were even in your mother's womb, that He knew you. And while you are still in your mother's womb, He had selected you. He had selected you. He picked you. He had anointed you, actually. He had ordained you. So every one of us have been ordained, even before you were born. While you are still in your mother's womb, your ordination has taken place. That's why I tell people that you don't necessarily need to wait for man to ordain you. If you know your calling, if you know who you are, if you know that the Holy Spirit or your spirit is telling you that that's what you're supposed to do, if you know your passion, and if you don't know, go and get my book, Who Am I? Or go to my blog, to SundayAdelajablog.com. Go through the series. There is a series of teaching that I did on how to discover your calling. You go through those teachings. You go through half of them. You will have discovered who you are. So when you discover who you are, you don't need to wait for somebody to ordain you or to lay hands on you or to send you forth. Just believe God and step out and obey God. If you need to be a pastor or something there, maybe you need to you need to find a mentor, or even in any sphere of life, you might need to find a mentor. But that shouldn't be an excuse why you are not doing anything.